always a crazy one. Broke into the stadium and I wrote your number on the 50-yard line. You were always a perfect one and a valedictorian. So under your number I wrote, call for a good time. I only wanted to get your attention, but you overlooked me somehow. Besides, you had too many boyfriends to mention, and I played my guitar too loud. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? When I took off to Tennessee, I heard that you made fun of me. Never imagined I'd make it this far. Then you married into money, girl. Ain't it a cruel and funny world? He took your dreams and he tore them apart. He never comes home and you're always alone, and your kids hear you cry down the hall. Alarm clock starts ringing, who could that be singing? It's me, baby, with your wake-up call. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now?
Alright guys, so it's been about 2 or 3 months since this thing was 100% done and clear coated and everything. We just got done running soybeans with it, that's why it's a little messy, but it did an excellent job. I'll put a picture of what the soybeans looked like in the bin. Just a couple little minor breakdowns and that was it. I probably did 500 bushels of soybean with this little thing. So if you're not familiar with one of these, this is a PTO powered combine. This shaft right here goes onto the PTO and it runs the entire machine. Some of these could have an Alice Chalmers motor sitting right here and a reduction unit to spin the gearbox at 540. I think they could have a Wisconsin too, but I'm not sure on that. This lever right here is the engage and disengage for the gearbox, so you can unload your bin without the separator and the machine running. Pretty cool. It's nice that it doesn't have its own motor. It's just one more thing you don't have to service. So this machine took the purpose of the grain binder and a thrasher. One guy can operate this thing all day instead of a team of people and horses and a tractor and a thrasher and whatever else you need to run that. One guy could do this all day long. Super cool. It was definitely a big step up back in the day. So these machines do such a good job combining because you have a 66-inch cut going into a 60-inch cylinder and concave. It feeds super even too. Look at some of your big machines nowadays. You might have a 40-foot cut getting jammed up a feeder house that might not even be that big. You also have rubber on rubber thrashing. You have a rubber shelling plate, and these bars have rubber on them too. There's also bars in the bottom of the concave too, 2 sets of them. There's the rubber on the cylinder bars. This is your straw rack. This walks back and forth and walks the straw out, and there's a chopper at the other end. The grain and the pods fall through to a draw chain down here. There it is. And the draw chain brings them along here. It's all sheet metal on the bottom. Brings them along here to about right there. It also comes down this way and it throws them into here. It throws them onto the chaffer, a sieve, and a screen. You have a fan right here blowing air up through, taking the seed pods out because they're lighter than the grain. And then gravity causes the grain to fall down into this auger. Chain drives it. That auger brings it over to right here. And then there's little cups in there in the elevator. It takes them up and throws them into the bin. So right here is your return grain elevator. And what's cool about this one is you have a screen in there. Here's your screen. And if just a soybean comes up through here, it's going to fall through the screen and go back into the draw chain instead of coming up here and going through the process again, because it would probably get cracked in there. Now, if you have just an uncracked seed pod that comes up, it's too big to fall through the little holes in the screen. So it comes up here and it does the whole process over again. So the only little breakdowns that this thing had was that chain right there popped off, and that auger that brings the grain over in there has like a little paddle on it to direct it down. And I wasn't paying attention. This chain back here was apparently cracked. I didn't know that, and it just broke the chain. But that was an easy fix because I had another chain ready to go in the little toolbox right there. So it took me about 15 minutes and I was back in the field. So that piece of wood right there that the chain rides on had normal nuts on it, and the nuts vibrated their way off, and the wood started to work its way over and the chain wasn't riding on it. So I just had to take this apart, raise this up, take this off, and I put lock nuts on there, and that hasn't done anything since. I also extended the grain tank. I put this piece of wood in here, probably gave it an extra 10 inches, probably another 2 bushels, and that helps out a lot. I'm going to have to fix this hole on the chopper. When I bought the parts machine, that's where the chopper came from. The chopper was flipped up, sitting up here, and water sat in there and rotted it out. This is bad because when you're unloading on the go, it just throws it into the wagon. I know some of you collector guys are wondering where that gauge is. Now don't worry, I got it right here. I just had some guys redo it, but the bearing on the back in here, it failed already and it's like seized up. But the tack did work just fine. So I'm hoping to have that sent back out, and I hope they can fix it. But from where this thing came from, I can't complain at all. This is 80-year-old technology, and we still had the cleanest grain rolling into the elevator. A big thank you to everyone who helped me on this project, and I'll see you guys next time.